Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we will be discussing what things do we need for Pourart, and mainly I will be doing a difference between two mediums. First one is the US Floetrol and the other one is German glue. Now let's get into the process of mixing these mediums with the paint. First of all, I will be mixing this flat Floetrol. I am shaking it really well, and the other one that I am using is German glue. You can use any Floetrol you want. Make sure to shake it well and then strain it with the help of the strainer because it might have lumps. I am adding 50% of the Floetrol into the cup. I was being very careful with it. I added 50% of the Floetrol in the cup. Now it's time to add paint in it. I am using this Mary white acrylic paint, adding 30% of the paint into the Floetrol. Mixing it well. I mixed it a lot. Now it's time to add water in it. Adding 20% of the water and mixing it really well. All these ratios are for this 12 by 12 inches canvas, which is placed on the left corner. You can see on your screens. I will mention all the ratios in my description below. You can watch it there. Now it's time to add glue in it. The glue is a little bit thicker than the Floetrol, so I added 40% of the glue into my cup and I was mixing it really well. Glue requires a lot of mixing as compared to the Floetrol. Now it's time to add water. I added 30% of the water. Now let's mix glue and water together. Glue and water requires a lot of mixing, so let's skip this part. Let's fast forward it because it took a lot of time to mix it. Glue is also a great alternate for Floetrol, but it requires a lot of mixing. And finally, now I am satisfied with my mixing, and now let's move on to our next part, in which I will show you guys the difference between the secondary colors. Previous ones were the base colors. This one is with the Floetrol. Look at the color, that looks so beautiful. Floetrol doesn't change the color, like it remains exactly the same. In my point of view, the only bad thing about the glue is that it changes the color of the actual paint, whereas Floetrol does not change the color at all. Now, this one is with the Floetrol. I am pouring the base paint. So guys, I got this knife from a stationery shop. I just found it there and I thought it would be useful to spread the paint, and it was helpful. Now it's time to add secondary colors. This part is my favorite, I don't know why. I wanted to pour a really thin layer of the secondary colors. The last color was golden. Now it's time to blow them out. I used heat gun. I'm done with this one and I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. Don't you guys agree with me? I really liked it. It was my first time using Floetrol and I had a great experience with it. Now let's keep it aside and move on to our next one, which is with the glue. Now it's time to spread this one, using the knife for it as well. I followed all the steps that I did in the previous one to get the exact difference between these two. Now it's time to add colors on top. I followed all the steps I did on previous one. I just felt like the white one was like a bit less, so I added where it was needed. Now it's time to blow it out with the heat gun. Look at those cells emerging. Okay guys, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I totally loved it. I didn't expect this one to turn out this way, but it did turn out that way and I am so glad. Okay, so the only drawback I found with the glue was that the color merged. Like, it didn't form cells the way it did with the Floetrol. It was the only drawback. Like the Floetrol didn't change the colors even a bit, but glue did. Just giving it some final touches and we are done with it, and I love it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and give it a huge thumbs up. For me, it is hard to choose between these two. You guys tell me which one's your favorite and which one did you like and why. Here is the final look, guys. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.